Hi guys, today we're gonna go through the steps that I follow to prepare a brand new set of tires. So I got a brand new set here, HUDY tires, the C3-28 carpet tires, which is becoming a pretty popular tire now worldwide in different racing series. So what I do when I have a brand new set of tires that I want to prepare for running, I always follow the same procedure. So first of all, I check the gluing of the tire, because most tires these days they are pre-glued, so you need to check that the factory gluing has been done right, that it's not coming off the wheel already. I mean, obviously you need to recheck the gluing between every run, but especially when they're new, you need to see if the rubber is sticking properly, or if not, you're gonna run into issues. Remember to check also the back of the tire, because it's equally important to the front, and a lot of people forget to check the back. So in this case, gluing is very good, and I don't need to add any glue at this point. Maybe after 1 or 2 runs I need to check and add a bit of glue. Once that's done, I grab a set of scales. So why do I check the weight of the tires? I do that because I'm looking for inconsistencies in mainly the insert and the rubber content. So basically what you're looking for is big differences in weight. So in this case it's 24.7 on this tire. These tires are pretty light, by the way. This is an indoor carpet tire which has a very light insert. So they're a bit lighter than most tires. So let's say there's a big difference in weight within the same set of tires. A big difference, I mean a gram or so. I mean, in this set it's almost within 0.1, 0.2 of a gram difference only. And that's very good. But let's say you have like up to a gram difference, or close to a gram, then you should look at it with a skeptical eye and think that maybe the insert is bigger in that tire, or the rubber content is more, or something is a little off. So if the set is handling inconsistently later on, you can go back and you can see the weight of the tire to try and figure out what the problem was. If you have the opportunity to select tires for carpet, at least I would always choose the lighter tires that I could find, because normally that means that the insert is thinner, and that will give you more air gap. So the lighter tire, the more air gap, the more grip. For most conditions, that's what you would like. And once that's done, I've checked the weight. We're gonna put them on the tire sander. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to remove the middle seam, because most tires, they are molded and they come off the mold with a middle seam. Some tires have a bigger one, some have a smaller one, but I always try to remove it with sandpaper. So take this piece of sandpaper, fairly rough sandpaper, just fold it in half, and I spin it on the sander, and I remove this piece of rubber here in the middle. This will make your tire drive more consistently when it's brand new, and it will also break in quicker. So on carpet, as you know, most of the time we break in the tires. They're not good when they're brand new, so we need a couple of runs to make the tire work, and then it will come in quicker. It will start to work faster when you remove the middle seam. The other thing which I pay attention to is the balance of the tire. So when you spin it on the tire sander, you can see if it has more or less vibration. I can feel now that this tire has a bit more vibration than the previous one, and this means that the tire with the more vibration, the more poorly balanced tire, has to go on the front axle of the car, and I choose the better one for the rear axle. because a poorly balanced tire is not going to affect the handling as much when you use it on the front axle. However, if you use it on the rear axle of the car, it can make the car do strange things, like it can be unstable and want to spin out and such, especially at high speeds. So I always try to mount the better balanced tires at the rear axle. This is another tire that's pretty decently balanced, so I'm gonna keep this for the rear axle as well. Don't overdo the sanding of the middle seam, because you don't want a pit in your tire. You just want to remove the surface of the center. That's done. This tire also pretty decent. So in this set I only had one tire that was a little bit out of balance, so this is definitely gonna be a front tire. So I always mark them 1, 2, 3, 4. So once that's done and the tires are cleaned up, the next step, which is mainly for tires that are used on carpet, so tires that have a foam insert and not a molded insert, they normally have a bit of air gap, but sometimes you want more. So there's a trick you can use to get more air gap without actually running the tires, because obviously when you run the tires, the insert will compress a little bit and will get smaller. But at big races we don't have that much track time before we have to start racing, so we want to break in the tires as quickly as possible. And one trick you can use to try to compress the insert on your pit board is actually you take a screwdriver, in this case a 3mm screwdriver, you put it through the tires, put the tires on there, and you use some force to push the tires against your pit board to try and compress the insert. Keep doing this for a bit. You can instantly feel a difference in the air gap of the tire. So this is actually gonna make a pretty big difference, especially if the tires have little air gap to start with. So just do it like that, roll them until you can feel that the air gap is bigger. So that's quite good. Already decent air gap in these tires. So that's only gonna work for foam inserts for carpet. On asphalt tires we don't really do this trick, but yeah, it's mainly a carpet thing. So yeah, those are the most important steps of preparing a new set of tires. Then obviously you have to go on to treat the tire with a tire additive or clean the tire first. I'm thinking about doing a video about tire prep later on if you guys are interested in that, and I'll try to share with you some of my tricks and maybe even some secrets. And yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about that maybe next time.